Hi everyone, I'm back today with a video comparing bags, and today I'm comparing these two bags. So a quick introduction, this is the small Chanel Trendy CC in pink in lambskin and light gold hardware, and this is the Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis in the monogram. And it's got a little twilly on this one. So just to start off with, why am I comparing these two bags? Sounds and looks a bit random. It's not random. I feel these two bags are very similar in many ways, but also very different in many ways. And both of these is what I call the messenger bag. It looks like a messenger bag in the shape, but also it's like, the male version of bag where they bring to work and have a flap or a zip usually, and then multiple compartments inside. So I'll talk a bit of how similar they are. We'll start off with the Chanel. Now this is the small Trendy CC. Just put it from far. This is the lambskin in light gold hardware. It's got a flap, multiple compartments as you can see, and then a back pocket, a handle, and a crossbody chain. I'll do a full review of this bag in another video. And then essentially inside, when you open it up, it's got multiple compartments. Gotta be very careful with this bag because it's lambskin. So I don't want to indent it. And with this one, same, it's got a flap. This one is not a twist, you just push there, open it up, multiple compartments to the side, very similar that you can see, but this one's less bulky. And then we've also got the back part of it. This one is a zip pocket. And you've got the handle as well up here that you can hold on to, and also a crossbody strap. Now in terms of how they're different, so obviously this is much bulkier. So if I put them on the side, so you can see they're very similar. They've got a flap, they've got the 3 compartments, but the Chanel is by far much more bulkier than the Louis Vuitton. So obviously when you do wear crossbody, this will jut out a bit more. Does this fit more than this? I don't really think so. I think the space inside two of these bags are similar. It's just that this is made of canvas, so it is less puffy and obviously less care needed for the canvas. Back to this bag. At the back it's got like the usual Chanel pocket, like any of the classic flaps. Same. I don't again use this, especially because this is lambskin. I'm even more careful with this. In fact, I really hardly use this. One, because it's lambskin. Two, because it is light in color. So I'm always very worried about color transfer. I know I should enjoy my bags, but realistically, I love it so much that I really don't want to scratch it or get any color transfer on it. In terms of the chain, it's got light gold hardware, and it's got a leather strap up here to be more comfortable when you hold it. Inside wise, the chain is not detachable, so it gets stopped by this little stopper here. The older versions of the Trendy CC before this one had removable chains where you can just sort of take it off from here, but these ones are not removable. And then inside you've got the classic Chanel pockets where you put a lipstick, 2 little compartments there. Might turn it this way so you might be able to see better. Inside is leather, so not fabric, and middle compartment, and then the zip compartment with a space here. They are very similar to my other bags where I had organizers because of the light color and I'm worried about color transfer, but I have taken it out for this video. In terms of the Pochette Metis, unlock it, 3 compartments. In fact, sometimes I feel like this is a bit bigger because it is fabric and I can extend a bit more, and it's also canvas as well, so it's not like leather where it's, even though it's lambskin, this one is slightly bit more less tough to use in terms of flexibility. and 3 pockets. No zipper on this one, but they do have a zipper on the back. So I do use the zipper quite a bit. It's got a big space in there. Can put quite a bit of stuff in there, and in fact I think I still have a piece of paper there. It must be a receipt. In terms of the straps, this is the entire canvas strap, removable, that is hooked on here on this side. And this strap is adjustable as well, so you can see over here. It's like a belt, it's adjustable. For someone like me who is 5 feet 1, it fits perfectly. I don't need to readjust too much. This one over here, it is not adjustable, but even though I'm 5'1", the lengthwise is pretty good because it's so bulky and it's got a top handle. It just sits right at my hip. Anything above that I think will just hit my hip or hit my torso, and this is not very comfortable. Now in terms of usability, I think both are very useful. So both can fit a lot. Definitely can fit quite a bit. I have the square water bottles that will fit perfectly inside. I also put, this is more than enough space than my daily things that I use. And in terms of carrying, the big difference between these two bags is that Trendy CC, from what I know, and I don't even know if they make these anymore, I haven't seen them in a while. Trendy CC, as I know, they don't come in caviar, so they're all in lambskin. So lambskin is much more delicate, and look, you don't need to be me, you don't need to be looking after them like I do, but because I pay so much for it, I'm just worried that I really scratch or anything like that. But you can see it's buttery soft leather, but you can see the potential of it being scratch and being obvious when it's scratched, and also wrinkles like skin, which is okay, which shows the age of the leather, but obviously you do have to look after it in that sense, and it's more delicate in that sense. Whereas with the canvas, I know the Pochette Metis used to be very popular, and I know it's no longer that popular, but it doesn't matter to me. I still really love this bag, and I still think this is really, really usable. Because it's canvas, not much is needed to look after it. The only thing about this Pochette Metis is the vachetta leather. So this vachetta leather, you can't actually see it because I have the band on, and it's not obvious when I have nothing to compare to, but it has honeyed it a little bit, so it's darkened a little bit just with time and the aging of leather, which is very normal process. And it's fine. Over time, it will just look darker and darker as the time goes. But if you do get rain or water, you can get water stains. I have sprayed it with Apple Guard before, and that sort of protects the bag, but it doesn't protect it 100% if there is a downpour. So that's the only thing that I always have to look out for in terms of the vachetta leather. I think in hindsight, if I was to get the Pochette Metis again, I may get the reverse monogram just because it doesn't have the vachetta leather, it just has the black leather, and that may be even more easy to bring out, even less to think about in terms of carrying, whereas this I still sometimes care about the water stains. I've never got one, but I think about it and I look after it. If it's raining, I don't bring it out. So overall, this is easier to care than this one, obviously, because it's lambskin. Now finally, which one would I recommend? I think depends on your choice. I think if you really like the Pochette Metis, even if it's not not popular anymore, it's not the it bag anymore, I think it's still a really great bag because it's so usable. It's got lots of compartments, little to care about. It is crossbody. You can hold it with a handle like that and it still looks cute. It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter if it's not trendy anymore. I just think this is a great bag. And this is much cheaper than this one. So if I have to pick one out of the two messenger bags, I'll definitely go with the Vuitton Pochette Metis. Just because I think it's cheaper in price compared to Chanel, obviously. Easier to look after and more usable. I think with the Trendy CC, I don't regret buying it because I really, really like it, and I think it's something that I like to collect in my collection. I think it's beautiful. I just use it less because of how OCD I am with bags, but it still fits really a lot, very usable in terms of function of putting things in and fitting things in, but it's probably not as functional because of the lambskin. If you buy a black bag that is lambskin and you don't really care about scratches, you just want to love and use your bag, that's completely up to you, and I think that's fair, and I think the Trendy CC in that case would fit really well. It's less of a logo mania. You don't need to worry about people thinking about you going crazy with logos with the monogram. Instead, if you have just the black Chanel, it's very classy. You can bring it even for work because it does look classy. For work, it's, formal enough. For work, formal enough for dinner. But also, you can wear it as a casual bag as well during the day. So I think both these bags are great. Cheaper option, more durable option. Also very classy, but definitely the price is much higher for this one. I hope you enjoyed this video and comparing these two bags and find this helpful. Thank you for watching. Help support me by liking and subscribing to my channel. I'll direct you to watch my other comparison videos somewhere around here of the 3 Chanel classic flaps. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!